My first week of March was pretty bonkers for a number of reasons, but first let me give you some context. So I've always been wired by something called the fresh start effect, which is this idea that motivation and commitment feel strongest at meaningful time markers. And I think that's why I'm the kind of person that likes to start tasks at like rounded time intervals, or feels like, Sundays are the best time to hit the reset button for the week ahead. And so it makes sense that when the last day of February came around, I was pretty excited. Not only was March 1st the start of a new month and a reminder that 2025 is flying by, but it also marked the beginning of Ramadan, which is a deeply special and transformative month for Muslims all over the world. And so I thought to myself, what better moment could there be to saddle up and put my best foot forward and step into life for this new auspicious month, right? Well, nope. For starters, I woke up with an itchy throat, the kind that makes you realize that you're in for impending doom, and sure enough, things went downhill pretty fast. By Monday, my fever was through the roof, and I was basically a walking snot machine. On top of that, my Ramadan sleep schedule was all over the place, and for the cherry on top, I'd just been assigned this major project at work. It was one of those Mondays that really makes you relate with the pain that Garfield probably feels. By the middle of the week, I hit this tipping point where it felt like, between the fever and the fasting and this overwhelming to-do list, it was like there was an alarm clock blaring through my mind, reminding me of all the things that I was falling behind on. Effectively, I was stuck in a ditch, but lucky for me, this wasn't my first rodeo, and I knew that the only way to get myself out of it was to keep going.
Just keep swimming, just keep swimming.
And lo and behold, by the time the weekend came around, my project went great, I was adjusting to my Ramadan routine, and my body was finally recovering, and it seemed like all I had to do was trust the process and, keep pushing forward. When I think about it now, it's crazy how one simple shift in your mindset can make all the difference when you're in a situation where you feel overwhelmed. Think about it. We've all faced situations where we're dealing with something that feels impossible at first, whether it's a final year thesis or a marathon that you're training for, or even just that pile of laundry that you've probably been meaning to pick up for a while. I see you. And the common thread that ties all these things together and connects this daunting task to an accomplishment is continuous action. A better word for this is perseverance, the ability to keep going in spite of obstacles or difficulties. And this is a characteristic that's deeply rooted in human nature. Even today, our brains are designed to adapt and problem solve, and can be trained to respond to setbacks in ways that shape our lives for the better. That's why learning how to self-regulate in difficult moments can help us stay balanced and overcome whatever life throws at us. And what I find interesting about perseverance is that it's not about wanting to feel motivated, because motivation is temporary. It comes and it goes. You don't need to feel motivated to do something that has to be done. You just have to do it. It's important to remember that taking action is a choice, one that I would encourage you to make regardless of what you're faced with. The key, no matter who you are, is to focus on what's in your control, do your best, and have faith that things will work out for the better no matter what. I'll leave you with an insightful Islamic perspective to reflect on. Know that perseverance comes with victory, affliction with relief, and hardship with ease.